Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, both Nitifan. Alhamdulillah, we meet again today. I hope all of you are good then. So today we will talk about a native class at Sekolah Bosowa Bina Insani. I am Miss Sevi, the English teacher of SMA Bosowa Bina Insani, and here we have a very special guest, one of our native teachers in Bosowa School, Mr. Philip. Hi, Mr. Philip.
Hi, Miss.
How are you? Good morning.
Good. I'm good.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, so today we will talk about the native class program then. Okay, maybe first of all, could you please introduce yourself a little bit about your background, maybe as a teacher?
My name is Felipe Ava Ang. Students here call me Mr. Philip. I've been teaching here in Indonesia now for 4 years as a Cambridge teacher. Previously in the UK, I was a teaching assistant for a university. Found myself here and I love teaching, so here I am.
Okay, so what brings you to Indonesia then?
Well, initially my wife
okay.
my wife wanted to go back to Indonesia. Initially I was quite hesitant. Now I don't want to go back. I want to stay.
Oh, really?
I want to stay here.
Okay, so what do you think of Indonesia? Especially Bogor, maybe?
I love it. The food in Bogor is amazing. It's rainy, but I think that's expected of Bogor, but I like it. I think it's great, miss. Really.
You already found your favorite food?
Seblak.
Bogor? Oh, seblak. Oh, you like seblak. I don't like seblak. Okay, why do you like seblak?
It's spicy, miss.
It's spicy.
It's spicy, and I think it's good.
For me, it's too spicy.
Really?
Yes.
I know they say foreigners don't like spicy, but I love it.
Okay, you love it.
I love the food. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's continue. So, what is your role at SMA Bosowa Bina Insani?
So here,
particularly as a Cambridge teacher.
So here I'm the native teacher. Here my role is to enhance the students' capabilities in speaking English, both verbal and written. And we focus a lot on AS level here.
And I do believe you already have experience in teaching,
yes.
Not teaching, in studying Cambridge curriculum.
Yes,
yeah? Because the way that I know that in UK, you all use Cambridge curriculum, right?
We do. And I've sat the same exams the students are sitting. So I know the fear, the stress that they have to do it. But for me, being able to teach them, because I enjoyed it, and me being able to show them that it's not that scary, it's quite enjoyable, it's fun, miss.
Okay, so you share your own experience to teach the students then. Okay, that's great then. Okay, so what made you interested in teaching in an international or Cambridge-based learning environment then?
Well, to be honest, most of my experience that I've had since I've been in Indonesia was teaching in an international school. So I'm very familiar with it. I'm familiar with the curriculum, how they teach, how things should be done. So for me, it's quite easy to integrate into that again.
Okay. Sir, we are so lucky to have you here
miss.
in our school. Really? Okay. Now let's talk about the native class program, sir.
Sure.
Okay. Now, for those who may not be familiar with the Cambridge curriculum, so what is the native class program at SMA, especially at SMA Bosowa Bina Insani? Because for you to know that the students comes from not only SMP Bina Insani, but also from other school. So what do you think about that?
So the role here for the native classes is, yes, it is to enhance their capabilities when it comes to speaking and writing in English. Now, if their experience in learning English is a bit lower than expected, we try to encourage them and give them the confidence to be able to get to the same level as their peers.
Okay.
So for us here, not only is it just teaching them AS level, it's to also give them that confidence to be able to use it. And I think that's very important.
Okay, so have you found any difficulties in facing our students here?
Not so much difficulties in behavior. Everyone here is great, and I love that about the school. I do understand.
They love you also.
Thank you, miss. I do understand that some students' proficiency is maybe not as great as others, but what we do is we try to integrate them together. Okay. Yes, initially they might feel a bit scared, but over time, what I've noticed throughout the time I've been teaching here is that they keep getting better. So maybe first few months might be a bit hard. After that, they integrate quite well and they begin to speak more. So
I also can see that the way you treat them,
yes,
just like sometimes you can be like their friends, right?
Yeah,
especially outside the class, right? So they are no hesitate, to get
Exactly.
closer to talk to you. Then,
Exactly,
yeah.
and that's what I
Okay,
wanted to
that's
do.
good. Okay, so what are the main goals of native class program for our students?
I think one of the main goals, because in a native program we have many goals, and I think each student has different goals also that they want to achieve. But the main goal is to be able to utilize and use English proficiently inside the classroom, but also outside, because later on they're going to be doing presentations in business or talking to someone about psychology, and they have to use English in certain fields. And I think giving them that confidence to, or the goal of confidence to have inside and outside of school is very important. So utilizing English is very important for us.
So what will you do to face students with, sometimes they are shy, to speak up. So what will you do then?
So usually I do encounter that. I think usually I encounter that in grade 10. Yes, they're a bit shy. They don't want to go up to the front. They don't want to present. But I just say to them, embrace your mistakes. If you make mistakes, it's okay.
Yes,
I
don't
say,
be afraid of making
don't be
mistake,
afraid.
yeah.
I said, look at me. When I first came here, I got the words kepala and kalapa mixed up.
Okay, yes.
And it made a very weird situation. But I said, it's okay. Making mistakes is fine. And that's how we learn. I make mistakes when I speak Bahasa. You're going to make mistakes when you speak English. And you have to embrace that. Don't be scared. It's fine.
Yeah, so keep motivating them to speak up, right?
Of course, it's okay.
So what makes the native class different from the regular class? Of course, with the teachers,
Yes.
right? You and I are different, right? So
course,
what
of
makes
course.
the difference?
Well, I think with the native class, we speak more. I think we focus a bit more on presentations. We speak more on not necessarily public speaking, but using English a lot more. And we try to incorporate a written skill towards that also. So not only are we just speaking more, but we're also writing in a certain way that might be a bit different to English classes.
Okay. So what kind of learning method or approaches do you usually use during the native class
I mean,
session?
usually we use the normal standard methods of teaching, but of course if you're teaching 100 students in your class, is going to be a bit difficult. So in our class we try to make it enjoyable, we try to make it fun, we play games that are at least relevant to what we're doing. The methods that we use, one of the things is we try to be relatable to what they're to the thing. Sorry, we like to be relatable to the certain things that they like. So for example, if they like gaming, we try to incorporate that in an analytical way. Okay, gaming is great, but what are the disadvantages, for example, of it? And then we try to gather the information from them, and they try to present.
Speaking about games, it's so interesting because you likes to give them a present, for those for the best one, right?
Yeah,
So
of course.
why? Can you tell me the reason why do you want to do something like that?
Actually, for me, it's I want them to have a competitive nature in English. I want them to also gain confidence. Winning a prize is great, but I believe that journey there, trying to do good, trying to do better in your English, I think that's what I really want from them. So the prize is great, but it's just an incentive. What I really want them to focus on is that journey. Of course, maybe in the beginning, you might not be the best, but later on you see, hey, I've improved. I got much better because of this.
And be like some kind of like a memorable memories, right? Yes.
Yeah.
For them, right?
For me to say to them that, look, you were here, but now you've gone much further. It's that pride that they will have in themselves, miss, that I really want them to have.
Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, okay, miss.
Okay, so now we will talk about the materials and activities.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Okay, so what topic or materials are commonly discussed during the native class?
We actually try to discuss global topics. So topics from politics, environment, technology. So along those lines, we try to discuss everything going on within Indonesia and also outside Indonesia to prepare them for the kind of topics they will get for AS level. Even social media, which is something that comes up quite often. We try to ask them, guys, what do you think of this social media issue? For example, cancel culture, how has that affected certain people? And because they understand these things, for them, they engage a lot more. So we always use topics where they can engage, and I think that's really good.
Okay, speaking about the topic like that, also sometimes you give interesting topic like games, So what is the like Roblox or something?
Yeah, Roblox. They tend to.
What is
like
the title then?
So I think one of the titles that I gave them
Like
should Roblox be. I think should Roblox be playable for children under 16? And they really discussed it. When we were talking in the class, they said it should be, some of them said it should be allowed because it's a fun game, you can interact, you can talk with other people online, and you can use different languages, for example English.
And there is also issues here like Roblox, in some country Roblox will be banned, right? Yes, including Indonesia.
The other side, they said, well, no, it's not great because there's been issues of grooming, for example, in young children. So they have a really lively debate, and for me, them having a debate in English is really good. So I was very supported that they're able to say their opinion in a respectful and at least analytical way.
Yes, so when we talk about games, it's not only how to play the game, but also we talk more deeply about the maybe psychology things, about the impact of the game itself, right?
About how analytical things are,
Okay. So what kind of activities do students usually do during the class? For example, like maybe discussion or debate or something else?
We do everything from presentations, discussions, to debates, to even games. We play games that one of the games that we play is four corners, where we can either strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree, and then the students have to choose which side, and then they explain why did they choose this side. And because they're able to explain it in a way that is quite good, they're able to actually put that down on written format, and their essays actually become much better because of it. So I don't think playing games is a bad thing. I think playing games that at least is helpful or relatable to what we're doing is really good. But most of the time we do presentations.
And then also the special things, that I like from your class is, like problem solving. Can you tell me about that then?
So
it's quite interesting.
One of the things that we give is a scenario. So for example, the scenario will be you're on an island, and you'll be given a team. So your team could be medical team, cooking, building, and you'd have to get rid of one team. Now, obviously there's going to be repercussions if you get rid of one team. So now the students have to use critical thinking. They have to decide, well, our team is good for this, but this other team may not be good to survive.
More important than others, right?
So they're having So they're having a look at different sides. And for me, I think that's really good.
They have to stand for their argument, right?
Yeah, they have to stand for the argument. They have to defend it, they have to stand for it, and they have to look at different views. So within doing a scenario like that, you have argumentative, discursive, persuasive. So they're learning so many things within just one
They were
exercise.
so excited at that time,
I think we've had like heated things.
Yes. So how do you adapt your teaching approach in different level of English proficiency among students? Because as we know, maybe in your class you have several level of students' ability, right, in English. So how to cope it?
I think one of the first things that I do at the beginning of the semester, I always gauge their English. I try to see, okay, have they improved, or if they're brand new, where are they currently? And what I tend to do is I try to cater my teaching for the whole general class, but of course I understand some students may not be as proficient. If they're not, what I do is I think it's better to mix them with students who are more proficient, just to have them more confidence. And usually through that method I found out it works. They
so you put them in a group,
Yes.
So like peer teaching, something like
teaching.
that. Yes,
Definitely.
Okay.
I think it's really good.
Okay, now let's go to the let's talk about the teaching experience and students. Okay, so what has been your experience teaching the student at SMA Bosowa, Bina, Insani so far?
The best.
The best?
The best.
Oh.
The best. I think
can you tell me some memorable experience that you had already with the students?
I think a lot. For example, I think there was one year we had a spelling bee and we had prizes, and that was amazing.
Oh, the prize was incredible, right? What did you give then?
I gave I
think
it was like a...
What is it called? A chair?
It was like a racing wheel and a steering wheel also, a Nintendo Switch Lite. They had
fantastic.
quite a few things.
I love it.
It was very fun. So we had that. We also have other like events. I think one of them was... it was the most recent one, wasn't it, Miss? Where they have to answer questions, but the questions could be about anything.
Yes.
And I think we've had a lot, and I think when they surprised me for my birthday,
yeah.
That was really good.
Things,
that was really good.
Okay,
so for me, my experience here with the students has been the best.
It came from the students' ideas about your birthday surprise.
So for me, I was very Yeah, very grateful to them for that.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, miss.
Okay. So, what do you think? What do you think the strengths of our students are when it comes to learning and communicating in English?
I think they have many strengths. The one strength that I've noticed about them is that they are persistent. They keep going and they're resilient. A lot of them, they understand, Mr. Philip, I made a mistake. Can I try again? And I love that. I love that they are able to embrace their mistakes. They're very persistent. They're like, Mr. Philip, I don't think this was good. Can I do it again? Mr. Philip, I want to do better in my essay. So they don't give up.
And then there is one experience happened last few months, maybe, when Rafael, remember
Yes,
them? Yes.
I mean, there was a student.
We helped him, right?
Rafael.
Yes. Especially you, yeah. You drilled
I
him.
think you also, Miss, you helped him quite a
Yes.
bit. I remember he wanted to go to the IUP program.
Yes, IUP program.
And he asked me, Mr. Philip, I need help with my motivation letter. I said, that's great, send it to me. I'll go over it. And I remember me and you were going over everything. And eventually, because we helped him, we told him, hey, add this, maybe take this away. He got in. He got in because I remember his WhatsApp messages to us. There, he was like, "I'm so happy," and I remember he was screaming, "Miss Evie, I got in."
Yes,
It's a great feeling for us that we're able to help them and get to where they want to be. So I think we were very happy then.
So, do you think our students already critical enough in thinking?
I think when they begin, maybe they're only thinking about just certain things that are very apparent. But later on, I found that when they go to later in grade 11 and grade 12, they start to think a lot more deeper. They understand, okay, maybe, yes, this side is like this, but there's also this. So maybe it's not as easy as it seemed. So
not sometimes, but maybe most of the time, I myself learn from the students, right?
No, you're right.
Their knowledge, the way they analyze something is very deep, right? Yes.
Exactly, because sometimes I miss something and they're like, "Well, Mr. Philip, what about this?" And I'm like,
the thing that we miss, right?
Yeah. So I think they're critical thinking and they have deep ways of analytically looking at things, and I think that's really great.
Okay, so what is the most enjoyable or rewarding part of teaching the student at SMA Bosowa, Bina, Insani?
I think for me, more recently, I believe it's when
remember we ate Migachon together in one class.
For me, that was really nice.
You remember that moment?
Yeah, it's like a bonding experience for us. Like, we get to understand like their fears, we understand their strengths. Also, I'm always so happy when they say, Mr. Philip, I did this, I got this in my IELTS, or I got this in my TKA. For us, it feels very rewarding.
Yes.
And I think that's the great thing, because we know that we played a part, where it be, if it's a small part, that's okay, but we played a part in that.
Yeah, because I think we both believe that we have to build chemistry with students, right?
I really
in and outside the class, right?
Yes. 100%.
Yes, okay. Okay, so now what advice would you give to the students who feel nervous or less confident about speaking English then?
I think one of the first things that I will say to them is you need to try. If you don't try, you'll never know.
Just keep trying.
You have to keep trying. I think bahasa is kamu harus coba.
Okay.
You must try. That's the first thing. And the second thing is embrace your mistakes. Don't be scared, because it's okay. No one is going to laugh at you. We're here to help. And that's the thing. So please try.
Okay, so if you could describe the native class program in 3 words, so what would they be and why?
I think they would be important, beneficial, and
enjoyable.
I think enjoyable is actually the best word to describe it. Yeah, important, beneficial, and enjoyable. It's important because later on, whether they use English or not, they're going to be presenting. And whether the presentation is going to happen in English or Bahasa, it will happen. They will be presenting.
Especially for high school students, when they want to continue their studies to universities, right?
They will need to do that. They will have to present. And for example, if they believe right now, I'm never going to use English. Well, what happens if they're in a field where a customer or a client speaks English? So I think it's very important that they will have to use that. Again, that's probably one of the benefits of that, is that English is probably, I think in fact the universal language of the world, right? And for the most part, most of them have experience on that already. They play games, and of course sometimes they're speaking English in gaming. But I also think it's important that it's enjoyable and that it's not that they don't feel stressed, because if they feel stressed in learning English, they're going to want to quit. So I think they need to at least have fun doing it.
Okay, finally, what message would you like to share with students about the importance of learning English in today's global world?
I think today everybody uses English in at one point of their life or another. They will use English, and I think at least if your proficiency in English may not be what you want it to be, there's always room to improve. But the only way we can improve is we have to try, and I think having that courage to try is the best thing that a person needs to do, needs to be left with.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay, Mr. Philip, I think that's the end of the question. Okay.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Sevi.
you so much. I myself so much happy to be part of your team, right? In this case,
very grateful
right?
also, Miss. Very grateful.
Okay, so thank you so much. I do hope that you keep motivating students
do my best,
to
Miss.
learn English then, and keep teaching here, keep helping me teaching English.
No, you
here.
help me also, Miss. I'm very grateful to you.
Thank
also.
you so much, sir.
So,
Thank you so much for your time. Okay,
Thank you, Miss.
already
Really appreciate it.
become one of our source for today's what is it? Podcast. Then.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank
Really
you so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, guys, Bosnitis friends, I think that's all from us, from Mr. Philip and I. I hope that you can learn from this. What is it? Conversation.
Yeah,
BS.
I think it was
we'll
great,
have a
Miss.
chit chat like this. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye, guys.